Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Sri Hartati dari Universitas Pancasakti Bekasi, Prodi Bahasa Inggris semester 6. Di sini saya ingin membuat video tentang English for Specific. Di sini saya ingin menjelaskan materinya, yaitu judulnya Vocabulary Teaching and Vocational School, yang diajarkan oleh Mr. Karyadi, SPD MM. Yang pertama, teaching methods. Approach is theoretical position in language learning of how people learn in general. Methods is the practical relation of an approach that implies application of an approach from the context of language teaching, a plan for presenting the language material to be learned. Two categories: teacher centered and student centered. Number one, in teacher centered approach to learning. The more traditional or conventional approach, the teacher function in the familiar role of classroom lecture, presenting information to the student, who are expert to passively receive the knowledge being presented. Number two, in student-centered approach to learning. Students participate in the evolution of their learning. This means that students are involved in deciding how to demonstrate their learning. Yang pertama, verb come in three tenses: past, present, and future. Now two, ada voice, the sound procedures in a person's learning, and users talk the mouth as speech or song. Grammatical translation methods. The grammar translation method is the traditional way of teaching a foreign language, and it is style commonly used when learning language. Grammar in ESP. How much priority is paid to grammatical weakness depends on the learner's level in English and whether priority needs to be given to grammatical accuracy or to fluency in using the language. Okay, grammatical forms. Ada 6. Yang pertama, verbs and tenses. Verb and tenses. Verb come in three tenses: past, present, and future. Number 2, voice. Voice, the sound process in a person learning. Number 3, modals. Modal is grammar, a modal word or contraction. Yang ke-4, articles, a particular item or subject. Nominalization is the use of a word which is not a noun, a verb, an adjective or an adverb. Yang terakhir, logical connectors, a connector which link the semantical unit of language. Vocabulary teaching. Vocabulary is the knowledge of words and word meanings. It is the first and the most important step in language acquisition. Vocabulary is an indispensable part of any language. Wrong use of the vocabulary may result in misunderstanding. Limited vocabulary prevents successful communication. Learning vocabulary is a complex process. The first, I need frequent exposure and repetition, meaningful presentation, situational presentation, presentation in context, learning vocabulary in the mother tongue and in the target language. Inferencing using procedures in zero vocabulary learning. Number 1. Technical vocabulary. Technical vocabulary is the specialist vocabulary of any field which involves to the need for expert in a field to communicate with clarity, presentation, relevance, and briefly. How to deal with technical vocabulary? If it connects with the student first language, then it will be no problem. Number 2, if it's not, then it needs to be introduced and explained before the exercise is test. Jadi jika itu serumpun dengan bahasa pertama siswa, maka itu tidak akan terjadi masalah. Yang kedua, jika tidak, maka perlu diperkenalkan dan dijelaskan sebelum latihan ditanganinya. Remembering vocabulary. Short term store. Also now, a primary or active memory is the capacity to store a small amount of information in the mind and keep it readily available for a short period of time. Is a cognitive system. Working memory. Working memory is a cognitive system with a limited capacity that can hold information temporarily. Working memory is important for reasoning and the guidance of decision making and behavior. Number 3, long-term memory. The past or type of memory responsible for the storage of information for an extended period of time. Number 4, short-term memory is the capacity for holding but not manipulating a small amount of information in mind in active, readily available state for a short period of time. Okay, thank you finish my video. Thanks for watching my video. Dari saya Sri Atati. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.